All right, Ed.
You know what
What?
I'm doing today? Besides working,
I'm gonna guess this word starts with the letter R.
it does start with an R, ends with an H.
Oh.
Research. Research.
So what are you researching? A company?
Yes.
Maybe a new game mechanic? What are you
You want to
what are you
hear what crazy thing I'm doing right now? So
yeah.
New York Toy Fair is coming.
Hmm.
I'm looking at the list of companies that have already signed up.
Yes.
I'm looking for companies that I have not met with yet.
Awesome.
I mean, it's a lot of companies, right?
Yeah.
So I like games. I specialize in games. You pitch in other categories as well, but I
Mhm.
just do games. So I'm looking for all the game companies.
Nice.
I'm cross-referencing it against the people I met at the other conventions that were this year.
Oh, good.
And I keep the list from every convention that I go to, whether I met with them or not. And I'm
Okay.
just building this big list of companies that
Dang.
go to conventions that have potential to be met with.
Yeah.
They don't all want to look at your ideas. Some of them are like internal development only. And so you make
Yeah.
a note like, oh, they don't accept outside inventions. That's cool. Maybe one day. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Um, I'm looking at the New York Toy Fair companies right now and I'm saying, who do I need to meet with? Who
Right.
do
Right.
I not meet with yet? And then,
Okay.
so easy, click, click, I'm on their website,
Yes.
click, click, looking at their products.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is this company even a fit for me? I'm
Right.
doing family games. Oh, wow, they're high strategy games. Nope. They're individual logic puzzle games. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really narrowing down the list. That's I mean, it's coming soon. New York
Oh
Toy
my
Fair is
God.
coming.
I know. It's so soon. And you know what I love to do too? So I did that last year for Dallas. And then I printed out, all that list of of companies.
A
It was
lot.
lots of pages, right? But then I could take notes and then I would write too if I was connected with the person on LinkedIn from that company,
Yeah.
their name. So then when I would go to their booth, I could, know who I was looking for or
Yeah.
reach out if I could set up a meeting or whatnot. But I would take notes and like make sure I kind of like prioritized who I needed to meet and if I had a meeting with them and where it was, when it was, all on this other sheet as well.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
and if you aren't connected with them on LinkedIn,
yeah.
follow the company,
Hmm.
look, type in vendor relations, see if you can find the person and connect with them. If you're
Right.
an inventor and they're in inventor relations, they probably want to connect with you. Write
Yeah.
them a little note. Hey, I'm an inventor. I do family board games. I love to do games that are between 15 and 45 minutes for six and up. I think it's a great fit for your company. I'd love to connect.
Right.
I
That's
mean, if somebody sends me that note and I'm like, that's what I do, I'm going to be like, connect.
right. For
You know,
sure.
I
Yeah.
love the notes with LinkedIn connections. Like, when you get a lot of them, or when, these people who are in inventor relations get a lot of them all the time.
Hmm.
And if it's just like nothing, and they have to do the work to figure out if you're an inventor or a salesperson or you're trying to get some IT, whatever, make it easy for them. I'm
Yeah.
an inventor. You're an inventor relations. I make board games. You license board games. Let's connect.
Maybe don't do the Jane can run sentences though.
I mean, that generally the American population reads at a third grade level.
Mm. Yeah, that's no good.
That's shocking. So that's
Yeah.
just one of the ways I do research, though.
Hmm.
Another thing I love, and we've talked about it so many times, I love LinkedIn.
Yes.
I follow companies on LinkedIn. I follow their posts on LinkedIn.
Oh, that's so important.
If I'm about to meet with a company, I will go to the LinkedIn for the company page, see what the most recent posts are, and try to get up to speed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do
Like,
that
what's
too.
the
Yeah,
news?
you got to know. Did they just come out with something? Did something just hit the store shelves? Like you should know about this.
Yeah, because then
Really?
when you walk into the room and you're like, "Oh my god, I saw that you guys just released this game. I love that."
Mhm.
It you see stuff online where, I saw Renegade Game Studios recently. They were like, "Hey, we're doing a new Axis and Allies. Who wants to vote?" I want to vote.
Oh,
I
that.
love that game. Voting.
Nice.
And then I saw them here at the last convention and I was like, yay, because they are going with the game that I think is awesome. It was my second choice, but still very awesome.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, and then you feel like you have something to talk about.
Oh yeah.
You're meeting with these people and you're like, oh my God, I love that you guys did it with a community vote. Super happy about that coming out. Or, oh my
Mhm.
God, that new game that came out, the extension is so awesome. The new 2-player version, love that. I see you guys
100.
are doing a bunch of card games now. I've got a few card games.
Right.
I mean, that research where you're like, okay, and it's not just conventions, it's going into Barnes and Nobles like you just did.
Mhm.
And it's looking at all the boxes in front of you and saying, man, this is 50 games I've never seen before.
Right.
Who's making these games? It's
Mhm.
going into like physically walking into these stores, the Targets, the Walmarts, the Barnes and Nobles, and the hobby shops.
Oh yeah.
Like I've gone into quite a number of game stores and said, hey, what's really selling? And
That's
they'll be
great.
like, oh, this game's quite popular now. And I'm like, oh, cool. And just dig in a little bit. Those people are happy to talk to you too.
Yeah.
And if you learn what's happening at the hobby level, at the mid-tier mass market level, sure, there you could look on Amazon, you could look on the .coms, but it doesn't give you the whole story.
Right.
You can put almost anything on your website, but if it gets shelf space, it's real.
I like that. It's real people.
That's real numbers. That's real numbers for real people.